Hello everyone, GoGoGo, this is GC. So today I'm doing some evening research on the ground about the weekday usage of those Lime bikes. So I'm very interested in Lime as a business because they're going to do IPO very soon. And before I invest in their IPO, of course, I need to understand truly the business potential and the application of this business on the ground. So I came here on a Tuesday evening and inspecting the distribution of Lime over the entire stretch between Surfers Paradise and Broad Beach. This stretch is the most popular area where the tourists stay, and it's also very convenient for me on the scooter to ride up and down and evaluate the actual position of those bikes. Because those bikes, as you can see, they're lined up nicely. I promise you this is not done by the customers. Customers don't do this kind of things. This must be done by the employees or the contractors of Lime. They put this at a very visible space and highly visible so that customer gets attracted and then they were more interested in renting. So I'm interested in the way how they distribute those bikes and also the condition of the charging and the overall condition of the bikes. I'm looking for signs of wear and tear, particularly it's considered those bikes are only 1.5 weeks old. So I have also conducted a number of interviews with people who are renting, and I didn't film those because I respect people's privacy, so I decided not to film them. Instead, I can summarize what I hear on the ground, which is overwhelmingly positive feedback by the customers. And this is very encouraging from the investment perspective, because ultimately the value of the business is the network effect of the users of those bikes. The more people use the same network, the more likely you will be able to rent the bike again to the same customer, because once you have signed them up, the barrier of entry is pretty high, to be honest, because who wants to sign up with separate apps just to rent different bikes? And also once you get used to the operating system, because each bike is unique, and since all the bikes done by Lime are proprietary technology, that means the customers has gotten used to the way how the seats gets adjusted, how the pedal feel feels like, and the positioning of all the basic stuffs, even down to the belt, muscle memories. Every time that someone rent a bike like this, they are basically indoctrinated into their muscle memory, how they utilize the network to their own benefit. And because of that, this is very similar to the effect when you are using iPhone, very hard for you to switch over from iPhone to Android and vice versa, or Windows to iOS. It's the same thing for those bikes. Believe it or not, when it comes to rental bikes, the last thing people want to do is to deal with trouble. And therefore, if they can, on one look, which I really like, one thing I really like more than any other feature is one quick look, I can tell how much charge the bike has. Like this one's fully charged, this one's slightly less charged, and this one's empty, almost empty. Even for me, the colorblind person, I can see. I see white and I see dark gray, but you probably see green and red. So like this is very obvious even for me, a colorblind person, which I really appreciate. So they have chosen color code here that it works for everybody's eye. So in the night, it's particularly very visible. Like if someone comes in this kind of setup, when they have all the bikes at one spot, naturally the customer, out of self-interest, he's going to choose the bike with the full charge and with the helmet attached, of course. But I realize most customers don't care about the helmet. Majority of the customers actually don't put on the helmet, or they don't bother with it, and it's unfortunate. But I did try out those helmets. They are not very nice. Let's just say they're cheap. They feels very cheap. So when you wear those helmets, you don't look particularly fashionable. So maybe that is the real reason. And all in all, I have to say my experience on the ground with them on the weekday evening is pretty positive. I have to say the people who rent those bikes, they overwhelmingly gave me positive feedback and always telling me it's easy to rent, easy to return, easy to sign up. Nobody has told me any trouble. So all in all, this is incredibly encouraging for me as an investor. So I give you a glimpse of what I do on research side, but this of course is not everything I do. This is just the one way I communicate about my method underground. So that is what it's about. Hello, hi, YouTube. You like to be on YouTube?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice to see you, my friend.
Yeah, nice to see you too.
All good.
Fantastic. See you around. Hello. So people give me random high fives for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, that's good to know. Yeah, that concludes the video for tonight. And I wish there's more people who can join me in the club, because this way more people benefit from my research. But of course, I haven't started the marketing yet. It's just a matter of time until I will market these things to the right people. Then we create our own network. Then we make money together. This is the very simple thing behind this. It's a giga trend at the early stage. Whatever has happened so far is similar to Nokia's phone until iPhone came out. The e-scooters I'm riding, the Segways and those line bikes in today's version is the equivalent of the iPhone in 2008. The real explosive usage is still to come. Whatever has happened so far is not an indication of the future. So if you are discouraged by any lack of success in investing in micro-mobility, don't worry. This is just the start. You are early. Same as me. I'm always early in most of my investment trends. So therefore, you just trust me that this is a good thing to do. All right, thanks very much for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.